Welcome to the Social Podcast, where no discussion or debate is off limits.
So we came out here because the lighting was a little bit off, the mood lighting, but clearly it lights you up. Yeah. Every day. That is so lovely. Y'all had a restful weekend, I can tell. Thank you so much for that warm welcome, truly. Thank you so much for being here. And we're going to kick this off with the stars that are among us in this city. Celebs have been hitting red carpets all over Toronto for the Toronto International Film Festival. So why don't we do a roundup of some of the fabulous celeb fashion? Yes.
It's so fun, right?
It's so fun.
Time of year, you never know who you're going to spot on the streets. And for me, the person who I did not see in person, but she stood out to me, was Anya Taylor-Joy, who came out for the premiere of Sacrifice. I know, right? It is this icy blue kind of, it's a Dior, it's a custom Dior dress. It's that woven sculptural skirt, though. I've never seen anything quite like that. And again, this was custom made for her. And it reminds me, is it just me? Or do you think does this remind you a little bit of Elsa from Frozen? Oh! A little bit of giving, it's like a couture version of
couture
that.
Elsa.
Right? I love it.
You wearing that?
What?
I could definitely see you wearing that dress.
I would love to wear that. She's stunning. I love her so much.
I just want to give a shout out to my girlfriend, Maria Christina, who did her facial just before she hit the carpet.
Wow, nice.
What did she say about her face?
And she said she is ethereal.
I believe that.
Ethereal and lovely.
Yes.
I believe that.
Good.
You know who stood out for me is an actor named Josh O'Connor. You probably recognize him from The Crown. He played King Charles.
Oh,
yeah. He's in town for the next installment of Knives Out. And he's a real fashion boy. Like, he loves wearing, a little bit of a different look.
Like a dandy, a UK dandy.
You guys tell me, do you think he likes this look on his, I don't know if he's come, in my head, because after that red carpet photo, he takes off the Little Lord Fauntleroy bow tie, and then after the movie, he even takes off the Houndstooth jumper and puts in the T-shirt.
Wait.
It makes me wonder,
You know what? I'm going to defend him because we're in the time of year where it's three different temperatures. So in the morning, it's very cold. By the afternoon, you need the tank top, and by the evening, you need a snowsuit. So maybe he was just like, this was a good idea, and now I'm warming up. Okay, so my choice was actress Kirsten Dunst in this Valentino resort gown. It is in one of my favorite colors. She looks ethereal. She looks so beautiful. This is Valentino Resort, as I just mentioned. It's in a seafoam green, and it just fit her perfectly. The little keyhole cutouts, the ruching at the top, and a nice train that's conservative, just right for the TIFF red carpet. And I thought she looked great, and the jewels are beautiful. She just seems to be ageless. I see her at TIFF so many times, and she always hits the right note on the red carpets. And to me, she looked incredible.
Gorgeous.
She looked incredible.
Yes.
Wow.
What about you, Mel?
What'd you think?
Yeah. So my choice, it was breathtaking when Michaela Cole hit the carpet for her film, The Christmas.
yeah.
It was very dramatic. It was so beautiful. She looks like a queen from another era. So Michaela Cole was in town for a film called The Christophers. Steven Soderbergh.
Steven Soderbergh.
Thank you.
Soderbergh.
Steven Soderbergh is the director of this film. James Corden is in this film. Ian McKellen is in this film. And so she comes out, and you're like, okay, goddess, she wins. But then she got on stage to explain more about her fashion. And this is where fashion has a much greater purpose. So take a listen to what she said.
Right now, that country is facing famine, violence, and the displacement of over 12 million people, which sounds like just a number, but if you're under 60, it is the biggest humanitarian crisis that you've ever been alive to know about. So I wear this to honor them and to stand with them.
Wow. So if you missed that, we clipped it off the top. She's talking about the crisis in Sudan.
Yeah.
And as we speak, 12 to 13 million people, 5 million of which are children, are on the brink of starvation. So there has been a war against civilians there for years, and she said, nobody is talking about it. And she's right. She's right. So everything that she is wearing, from the dress to the jewelry, was made by female Sudanese designers.
That's incredible.
And she wanted to bring attention to that. including her beautiful henna that is on her hands. Now, she was born in London, England. Her parents are of Ghanaian descent, but she said, let's start talking about this crisis in Sudan.
What a smart way to get that into the conversation, right?
Everyone's going to ask her about it, so
smart thing to do.
Good.
It's true. Well, there it is, our
There we go.
roundup.
So we're moving on to this. Mariah Carey, she was actually roasted for her performance at the MTV Video Music Awards on Sunday. So fans were calling the performance lackluster and accused her of doing the bare minimum right before going on stage to accept the prestigious Video Vanguard Award. So do you think her performance was lackluster? Did it deserve to be criticized? Oh.
Okay, listen. All right, first of all, before we just rain down on Queen Mariah, first of all, congratulations. It's a big deal. It's a Vanguard Award. Also, it was great going down memory lane, listening to all of those hits. She has been a huge part of our music discography for the last, 30 years? So it's always great to see her. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is her performance. Now listen, as a fan of hers, I know I'm not expecting a Janet Jackson level of performance. Right? I know what she does. She's a singer and she's gonna look good, she's gonna sparkle, and then she's gonna walk from this part of the stage to the other part of the stage. The problem I think a lot of us are having is that the walk's a little stiff, the eyes are a little wide, and I can literally see her counting in her head like, I walk from here, I stop here. Like, she's not in it. Like, she's not the light. Like, no one's home. Like, she's there.
Can I ask you about that?
But she's not performing. I don't feel like she's there. And that's
the eyes, okay, I agree, because I was following her eye line. Now, we do this thing called TV, and we have these beautiful things that you don't see at home called teleprompters. The audience can see it. It looked like she was reading her lyrics off of a teleprompter.
Yeah, like this.
She was singing like this.
Okay,
Like
can we, guys?
So there was...
Guys. Wait a minute. I mean, she's what it was.
You just did way more than she did.
know. I would dial it back even more.
You go.
That's all precisely why I loved it. Why I think it's like almost performance art. Like there was a moment where she shoved her shoulder like as a dance move, and she looked exhausted just doing it. And I think because all of her dancers, there was so much kinetic motion, everything was happening around her, and then she was just absolutely still. It was magical to me.
And it was, I feel like it was so on brand for her, right? Like, she is giving, like, I did my work. I did all the dancing. I did all the things. Now I'm at the age, I'm part of the Do Not Care Club. I feel like she was giving that.
But if you're gonna put on the sparkly jumpsuit, well then give us a little sparkle.
I don't know. She's just gonna chill.
You're gonna put it on.
It was so tough because I want to shout out Canadian Tate McRae, who killed the stage.
So I've heard of stealing bases, but I didn't realize stealing balls was a thing in baseball. Take a look at this scene. So fans at the Phillies and Marlins game Friday are going after a home run ball. A dad gets it and gives it to his son. Then this woman stomps over and demands they hand it over to her. Very interesting. So she's gone down in internet history as Phillies Karen. But here's what we want to know. Is this a clear case of right and wrong, or is it a little shady? What do we think? It's clear. You guys think? Wrong.
Ooh, okay, listen, if anybody's been to a ball game, there is an unofficial rule that any, fair weather fans and diehard fans know. Unless the ball is in someone's hand, it is fair game for anybody to get.
Wait.
So, it was not in her hand that we can see. It was in the row below her.
He
so
ran
he got it.
for it.
It
Like,
doesn't
okay.
matter. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he came across from the other side of the world. She never had it in her hand. If she had it in her hand and
Then
he
it'd be
grabbed
different.
it,
Do we have that footage? Can we look at that footage again? Is it possible to call that up?
She never had it. She never
Okay, we can't look at it again.
Okay.
I don't know. I looked at that footage and I heard this story first, and I was like, oh yeah, that sounds horrible. Because you know what it reminded me of? Remember, like, was it last week that there was that incident at the U.S. Open?
Yeah.
It made me think of that.
CEO.
Look at this. You remember this story? There was a guy, he's clearly handing it to the kid, and then that millionaire jerk took it from the kid, and it was devastating for the kid. Like, that was a very clear, he snatched it right out of his hand. Yeah. So in this case, though, it seems like it was headed towards that woman. She went to go for it, and this guy ran across. What if she had a child at home that she was trying to grab that for? What if that child was in the hospital? We don't know what the story is. And so the fact that the internet is labeling her a Karen, I mean,
first of all, we should be able to feel bad for the Karens. Sorry, Karen, this is not your fault. You should not have to carry the burden for this woman. I watched that footage several times, and to your point, if they were wrestling for the ball, it would be different. Yeah. Several people were scrambling, and you are allowed to run for the ball. It's what they do in sports.
All right.
Run for the ball. His hand is clearly, he has the entire ball, and he gets it, and he walks back to his child. Now, you're right, I don't know if she has a child in the hospital, but that's besides the point. If she does, what's she doing at a baseball game? But that's besides the point. The answer is in the man's reaction, because he walks over, proud to give his son the ball, and then when she approaches him, he's startled, because he's not expecting anybody, because in his mind, he got the ball fair and square and gave it to his child, and he showed his child some grace. He's like, you know what you do? When somebody wants to scream, you are screaming at a man in front of his child over a free ball. And he did the best thing, like, you need it so badly, have it.
Well, you guys cleared some things up for me. I didn't know that the ball was fair game. Like, for me, it kind of reminds me of like the wedding bouquet, you know, when it gets tossed. So when I did see the man running, I was like, well, it's kind of, she's bent over, she's about to pick it up, but clearly I'm wrong. I didn't know about this rule that you can jump over rows to grab the ball.
You can fly in on a drone.
I did not know that.
It doesn't matter.
So I thought it was two wrongs don't make a right. I thought he was wrong to usurp that ball, which seemed to be hers, but I thought she was probably even more wrong by the way that she went back.
And here's the thing, it's not only wrong, so it was Philadelphia was playing the Marlins. And so what happened is that father has been interviewed on numerous stations where he's from, and he told the backstory, which again, I don't know if it's true, but he says she was booed out of the stadium, okay? So that already tells you not only was she booed out. No. Her own husband left her behind.
Oh, that's upsetting.
He was embarrassed. Now, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. What I'm saying is people get the rules. She's the one who didn't get the rules.
I would not have gotten the rules.
You know what? Let's not feel too bad for this kid. He got an autographed ball at the end of the thing. So everything.
And you know why he got an autographed bat? Because that player watched the footage and said, that lady was wrong.
Exactly.
The player said that.
Exactly.
The player said
there
that.
should be a general rule for all adults. If there is a ball in play or a hat, whatever sign, and there is a child, let the child have the memorabilia.
Correct.
You're an adult, you'll be fine.
Yeah, agreed. She'll be fine.
All right, so let's move on. Kylie Kelce revealed on her podcast the beige flags that were flying when she first began dating Jason Kelce. Beige flags are odd quirks that aren't good or bad, but still make you question your choice of partner. She said he barely had any furniture and used Christmas lights as overhead lighting. What? So what beige flags have you found most peculiar in a partner?
I had a big beige flag. Simon was living with his parents still, and his best buddy was also living with his parents still. And I was hanging out with them one night, and they decided to call in a Christian talk show radio program because they really wanted to deliver a line from Mr. Show. Mr. Show was a sketch comedy group with David Cross and Bob Odenkirk. Interestingly, Bob Odenkirk's going to be out here in about 3 minutes. But the line from Mr. Show they wanted to yell into the phone was, y'all got fake poo? And yeah. And so I'm waiting we're eating cheese and crackers while they're on hold for what seemed like an eternity on hold. Someone finally answers the phone, and I don't remember, I think it was Simon. He's like, y'all got fake poo? And they were like, yes. And then the producer said, we have a 10-second delay, and you just wasted 45 minutes of your life, and then hung up on them. And I was sitting there being like, okay, these guys are 21, I'm 29. This isn't like maybe a red flag, like not even a beige flag. Y'all got fake poo? What?
Jess,
but you know what? It worked out.
It worked out.
How many years together?
20.
There you go.
20.
It's worked out.
Yeah.
There you go.
Subscribe to the Social Podcast so you don't miss a fiery debate. Until next time, socialites.